Hello, the purpose of this video is to demonstrate how to use your graphing calculator to create a best fitting quadratic model or a parabolic equation or parabola. So we had the problem that we did in class with pumpkin tossing, and our independent variable or our x value is our angles of the launch, and the responding or y value is the distance that the pumpkin traveled. So we went and inputted those into our calculator by going to stat, edit, and then you can see in L1 and L2 we have our 6 values. To check and see what those values look like plotted, we go to second y equals, and we turn our plots on for one of them. Plot 1 on, we go to scatter plot, and we point to L1 and L2. If you don't remember how to get to L1, it is the second and then number 1 button, and 2 is second and then number 2. Those are the fastest ways to get to L1 and L2. Then we would go ahead and graph those equations right there, and you can see the dots. We've already done the y equals. We can turn off that y equals so we just don't see the equation yet. Now we see just the dots, those points, those values, and you can see that it forms a parabola that opens down. So we want to know the particulars of that line, and so we can get the calculator to do this for us by hitting the stat button, then go to calc across the top, and then go to quad regression number 5, and plug in L1, L2, and then save it to the regression, save your regression line to Y1 by hitting vars, yvars, function Y1, and then go ahead and hit calculate. And there's your equation in the standard form of ax squared plus bx plus c. And now we can go ahead and graph it with the equation, and you can see it goes right through. Sometimes with a model it won't go right through. It'll be pretty close, but it won't go right through. Hopefully this gives you a good sense of how to create your regression model and save the equation so that you can refer back to it, as I have here, at a later time as needed. The other thing that I do want to show you is there does create a table, which you can go to second graph, and you can see at the different degrees what we would expect the output to be in feet for the pumpkin toss. And then also hit second calc, which would allow us to find out what the maximum value is. I would hit 4, so I know it's going to be a maximum, and it's asking you, well, give me an area that you want to find the maximum value left. So I want to make sure that my cursor is left of the peak of my graph, and then I hit enter. And then I need my cursor to then go to the right of the peak of that graph, and then hit enter. And then it's asking me to guess, just to see, just for fun. I go ahead and hit enter, and it brings me to the maximum value. My optimal launch angle would be 43.2 degrees, and I would expect the pumpkin to travel 511.1 feet away. All right, hopefully you find this helpful.